haven't been to the Yai Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
Ah, it's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing...
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Huh? Really? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head, and recite a special incantation. Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing.
A wish ritual? Right? Even
I didn't believe it at first. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual.
His whole bed was filled with... Wow!
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed, whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There.
Really? Well, come on! Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your... Inspection, it seems like there really are a lot.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon.
No, it's not hear my summons, it's he.
Hey! What are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me.
Incantation? Are you guys...
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a I obviously don't. But Junkichi never listens to an outside...
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor... Anyway, I just know...
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine?
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that? Look at you now. Trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is.
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story.
What's so surprising about that?
This is... Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine? She's the expert when it comes to both... Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since...
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good... Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to be... Domon turned him away. Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me.
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda too—
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately?
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've gotta help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad.
Okay, fine.
Yay, Miko! So you're
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in results.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko! We may be a lot of things, but we ain't
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request.
This feels all wrong!
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well,
How strange. My brother's been
meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't... Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start...
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Should...
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a...
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask...
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to.
Huh? Debt collector? But, it sounds like Yohei...
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a...
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh. Oh, you mean Shingo?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water. Mesmerizing to watch. Domon's...
Is Shingo really that?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like...
Any other details to share? We've heard that
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he... But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of...
Oh,
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shot...
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the...
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
This is Yohei's brother. Hey, listen!
Woo! Can you feel the feeling of manliness? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up! And now he's coming.
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way? Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, You did summon it together.
Ah! All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But because I was worried that if that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor.
So then, why'd you go to the...
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way.
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong...
You're right.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
Ah, it's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Ah, save me! Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will...
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Stabilize!
There is no escape!
Coming to be!
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Live! Shine!
That was great! Excellent! Woo! What? I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is...
We can talk about it later.
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I was terrified, and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it...
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your...
Thank you, Lady Guji, and thank...
All right, take him to get some rest. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be... At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power.
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever.
Thank you, Lady Guji. We'll be on our way then.
Miko, would they really have lost their... And if so, why the heck were you...
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that...
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Ah! Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions.
Huh. Fair enough.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still.
Whew. Well, the main thing is...
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything.
Hold on, Miko. You You say everything's wrapped up.
You... Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantation.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book...
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully
But who wrote this book? And why? What do you think, Traveler? You're right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center.
Lady Yai,
Kuroda, what are you doing?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have a
Things just got serious. A first-hand guide to summoning spirits isn't... Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work. I have to come up with a counterplan. And you...
Huh? How is this our problem?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this...
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on, I'm going to head back and make some preparations.
Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do...
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation...
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolute... wrong.
Yeah! Wait! Seriously?
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require.
That means there's not...
Well, I've read A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural. I think we're going to have a... That's right. How do you get rid of the next? So what we're going to do is create smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how... Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first...
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust... Anyway, there is a writer's submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. Right here, right now.
The key to a successful light novel is when to use illustrations, what they should contain. Good illustrations can make up for bad. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get work. The illustrations in a first-hand...
I've been reading light these days, though. Everyone seems to be the only recent book. Not only is it a good story,
I'll be honest. I read light novel. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc. Usually, by contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning. The protagonist is a kitsune who is not...
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative. Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different... They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks a first... Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' prep. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, more importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have...
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's, for example, we know we need an original...
Before you can take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration... But that would make it a completely different...
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide... As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to...
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? Go for...
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you cook it? It's a strong opening. An easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary orient...
Hey!
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with the...
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate...
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that...
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods... Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you...
Before it came to what?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite... boss, get me a plate of fried tofu. Don't worry. This is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course. Everyone that takes part in the creative...
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For this sake... Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? The clubs than you can shake a stick at. And there's the Culinary Club, the Architecture Club, the Funerary Club, even the Coconut Milk taking a chance on their youthful dreams. 4 newcomers. Paimon loves it!
I give it a 9 point. A classic tale of youth and friendship. I especially like the head of the club. Great character design.
Oh, yeah!
Great. Well, now
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
When the Vision Hunt Decree comes out of nowhere, find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions to the war effort.
I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the... Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist
Whoa. So we're really going head to head with the...
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript...
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to...
The content is fine. Now I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go...
Just like Erika, always refining her craft.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me.
Miss Hina doesn't, with Miss Hina getting so popular lately. Well, but Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. May your light novel sell well and...
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventure...
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of...
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Ina's...
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now.
That's right. Be confident in your work.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Thank you all for your submission. You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple...
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new... I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify...
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel... We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't...
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about.
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true!
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive... I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried?
Wow, you're right! But what's this? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very...
There's a thing...
Of course. Behind every book that hits them...
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices... Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for...
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection... Yes, this is another case of possession. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a..."
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now.
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking...
Nico.
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet.
Really? But if...
That seems rather fitting. What are you so afraid of, honestly?
Hyman's heart is pounding, but...